Hey, this is Carmen. So this is video number 2 in my self-care, self-love, self-healing video series. So the first one I talk about intention. So the second most important part of self-care is how do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to yourself internally with your own mind? And how do you talk to yourself externally when you're in conversation with other people and community, right? So, let's talk about community first because that's simple and we're going to get it out of the way. Self-deprecating humor is a popular form of humor in our society. I get it, it's funny. But sometimes we take it a little bit too far. And we definitely let other people take it too far on our behalfs sometimes too, right? We need to have some boundaries on the way that we're going to allow ourselves to be talked about out in community. The way that you talk about other people in community is super important for exactly the same reason, right? We hold each other in space. We're all holding space for each other here on this planet. And so if I am gossiping about another person, then I'm holding that person in that space, and so really give a lot of thought as you're going about your day with how you're holding other people in your space. It's super important because it reflects on us, right? What we send out comes back as well. We're all in this together. We're all connected. And so let's talk about internal talk then about our own selves because it absolutely affects us. And then, of course, that's going to radiate out into our community and into our larger universes. Now, internal self-body talk. This is an important self-care step to take. Number 1, start to notice how you talk to yourself. Are you tearing yourself down? Are you holding yourself back? Or are you your own biggest advocate? Are you your own best cheerleader, right? Just start to notice. So first thing, you're lying in bed, you're getting ready for your day, you're going to start to think about, okay, what's my intention for today and how do I want my day to unfold for me? And then you're going to think, well, I just want you to pay attention before you leap out of bed to, what's your internal dialogue like? Does your leg hurt? Are you complaining at it? Are you mad at it? Are you talking nicely to it? Are you asking that source of pain for what information it holds? How are you having a conversation internally with your body? This is the start of our day and it sets the tone, right? And so the way that we talk to ourselves is going to impact our entire life and the way that we interact with other people. So if your internal dialogue is positive and happy, you're going to witness some really positive and happy experiences in your life with other people. If your internal dialogue is not so nice, you're going to find that you feel like you're fighting with yourself a little bit, right? You're not flowing in your moments because you're holding your own self back. And, the way that we talk about ourselves internally or externally can absolutely affect the directions of our life. If we're telling ourselves the same things and it's negative over and over and over again, we're creating a pattern that is draining our life force energy, and it's going to be manifesting things that you really don't want in your life, right? You're not going to feel like you're flowing and growing and being happy with where you are in your moments. So, number 2 step in self-care, start to pay attention to how you're talking to yourself. If your thoughts are repeatedly negative about your body, about your heart, about your mind, or about your spirit, it's going to impact everything else in your life. And so, right away, start your day by telling yourself how much you love yourself and how grateful you are for your body, for your heart, for your mind, and your spirit. And start your day off in loving self-care. I hope this was helpful too. Many, many blessings. Namaste.